All right, we are here. Sorry, it took us a little bit to get connected today. Computer being a little bit strange, but we are live from the birdcage. Skyline Falcons versus the Greely West Spartans. 6-0 on a couple of 3 balls by Greely West. Falcons take a timeout to talk about it. I'm sorry to tell you at this point I don't have a roster for Greely West, so if you're watching from Greely West, we'll try to get that at a timeout or something like that. We had referees that were late. Book didn't get done early because we had a number of issues on the Skyline side and just kind of off to a funky start for a JV game. So we'll try to get names for your players, Greely West, as we go. Number 10, Caleb Allen, checks in for 00, Adrian Rubin. That was our number issue. Allen also plays with the varsity, but he's number 0, and we got a 00 on the JV, so officials made us throw some tape on that 0 and make it into a 10, so. First time he's been down with a JV this year, so it's a first-time issue. Logan Miller, number 5, with the steal, heads to the basket, leans in with the elbow, but they call him for a travel. Could have been a foul as well. One of the downsides of schools, and it's every school across the state has done it. We're not updating rosters in max preps except for varsity and varsity stats. There's virtually non-existent information on these JV and sub-varsity squads and max preps, and it'd be awesome if we could figure out a way to fix that. Falcons working on the offensive side, trying to get it into the big fellow. Kicks it back out to Calderon for the 3. Just off the rim and no good. That's a good look, inside out. Calderon a little sloppy with the rebound there. I don't think he saw the young man behind him. Right up over the top. That's 8-0, Greely West. Falcons need to settle down here and get a basket. That's Colin right out top with the ball. Inside to Allen with the recovery, goes to the basket, kicks out to doing a lot of things right on the offensive end. Ball's inside out. Nice block by Calderon. Tapped back to Allen on the save out of bounds. Here come the Falcons needing that first basket. Logan Miller to the basket, picks up the foul. That'll be in the act of shooting. So he'll shoot 2. Falcons timeout. Got some substitutions. Looks like Ryan Gullickson's coming in the game. We'll see who else. Alexis Perez looks like. We'll see who's popping out. Thanks for joining us. Again, sorry we had a little bit of a delay getting set up. We're still trying to fix the scoreboard so that it's got the right teams on it and all of that kind of stuff. Sometimes a little hectic. Kids wrapping up school. Karsen Box, a senior at Skyline's on the video feed, and he rolls in straight from school. And when you encounter a problem and you've only got 25 or 30 minutes to get set up, it can mess you up. Logan Miller at the line shooting 2. See if we can break that saran wrap off this rim. First one's in and up and in. Falcons' first point of the day. 00. Adrian Rubin comes in for Allen. Second one's good, 8-2. Holy Family moving the ball around. Falcons are in a 2-3 zone. Looks like doubling the ball. It's a steal by Colin Wright. Heads to the basket. Yeah, and up and in. Nice way to protect the ball with his body there. 8-4. 3:11 left in the first quarter. Falcons seem to be getting their bearings under them a little bit. Wright with a good job trying to jump that pass. Greely West being patient. .236 left. Long possession here for Greely West. Deep three, up and in. That's a college three and then some. 11-4 Greely West. Gullickson's running the point for Skyline. See what they come up with. Miller swings across. Gullickson back to Miller again, looking to attack, but no room. Rubin tied up, loses the ball. Allen and Jackson Warner set to check in at the next whistle. Falcons force the turnover. Miller's aggressive to the hoop. They're going to call the block there. Young man's aggressive to the hoop. I like to see it. And they're going to call him in the act of shooting again. Oh no, out of bounds. Looked like they were setting up for free throws. I think that was wishful hoping on Logan's part. 3 balls long and rebounded by Greely West. It's a nice being straight up and down by 10, Allen. See if the Falcons can be patient. Nope, turned over, going the other way. Minute 13 left, first quarter, 11-4 Spartans. That's a nice attempt to get at that by Gullickson. Ball right back to 45 after the miss, and up and in 13-4, under a minute. Falcons need to get a look. Clearly want to get the big fella 10 involved. Trying to set up to get him some work inside. 35 seconds left. Allen on the floor for the rebound. Little floaters in for Warner. Nope, sorry, that's 21 Colin Wright. 13-6, 14 seconds left. Hold. Greely West looking for that last shot. 2 seconds left. Ball's cleared by Wright. Gullickson with the big heave comes up short. So we're after one. 13-6 Greely West. Hit a couple of 3 balls. Efforting to get that roster for Greely West. Hate calling your players by their numbers, but hopefully I can get somebody at the score desk to shoot a picture of the scorebook and send it up to me, so I've got last names to go with rosters or with numbers. Thanks for joining in here. Got the JV boys now. Take a little break, sanitize, clear the gym, and at 7 o'clock, the varsity boys from both schools will hit it at 7 o'clock or shortly thereabouts. Falcons will inbound. Brett Calderon, number 15, will inbound to Gullickson. We got Logan Miller, Caleb Allen, and Jackson Warner on the floor. See what they talked about at the quarter break and see what they've got. Calderon with a nice easy. That's a great job with the right hand from the left side. That's a really good look. If you're a Skyline fan, take a good look at what you're seeing on the floor right now. This is going to be a chunkier varsity next year. We got 8 seniors on the varsity, only 4 underclassmen dressing. Warner jumps the pass with a steal over to Logan Miller. Oh, up and down. That ball with a complete 360 and about halfway down, but Miller doesn't give up on it, but that's an over and a back when he slipped. That's a nice hustle play. Be nice to see this group who didn't get a lot of chance to play together in the off season because of COVID get some time on the floor together and see what they can start to build for next year. Allen with a rebound off the short 3. Gullickson pushes up the floor. I can tell you that they want to try to work the mismatch in the middle, but we're having a tough time getting that insert pass into the big fella right now, but they'll continue to work on that. 13-8, 6:18 left in the second quarter. Tell you one thing we've learned about Greely West in the first quarter and change, they are a very patient offensive team. They are not going to just willy-nilly the ball around and try to just throw up shots. They're very patient, trying to find that open look. Deep 3 off, rebounded by Calderon, and the Falcons are on the attack again. Warner with a little floater. Good looking shot, 13-10. Falcons have narrowed this down. It was a 9-point ball game for a while. Falcons have got it down to 3, 5 1/4 left in the second quarter. A little bit of a cross up on the defense there. Didn't get the feet slid. Miller on the attack, drawing fouls. That's the second or third time that he's been able to penetrate and get a foul. Swapping out big fellas. A lot of coaching going on the sideline tonight. Kids come off the floor, coaches are talking to them, trying to get better. Deflected out of bounds off of Greely West. Up tall, very athletic looking young man. Into Rubin. Makes the move and heads to the basket. Good looking, aggressive play to the hoop, 15-12. Greely West back on the attack. Falcons running that 2-3 zone. Falcons get a hand on it, but can't come up with the basketball. There's another really deep three. Ball deflected by Gullickson to Calderon. We got a foul on Holy Family pushing. That's the 4th team foul on the Spartans in the second quarter. First half total of 4. 4:12 left. Falcons looking to continue to narrow the gap. We got to travel, slid his foot just a little bit when he accepted the ball. Four minutes to go in the half as they cross the midcourt line. Falcons trying to pressure out top a little bit. Leaves a mismatch underneath. Falcons scramble to recover. Colin Wright tracks that one down and lays it in. 15-14 ball game. Falcons have worked their way back into this one. The hustle out top by Miller and Colin Wright has been really good here. But they're getting to the rim pretty easy down low. That's a nice little floater there. Gullickson to the rim, also with a floater. Keeping it tight, matching basket, 17-16 Greely West. Hitting that 3-minute mark right about now. 40's getting to the basket just about at will. Got to get up and get on him. I know they're in that zone, but got to attack that when he comes in there. Pass intercepted in the lane, trying to make a little drop-off pass and intercepted. Kicked out for a wide open 3. Great look, good job by Greely. Timeout Skyline. Coach is not happy with the defense on the zone by Greely. Falcons' schedule from here, from a JV standpoint, is a little murky at this point in time. We're waiting some details. Supposed to be Centaurus on Tuesday, but I know the Centaurus Varsity is in COVID quarantine. I don't know if that applies to the JV, so we'll have to check that schedule. We do know that Thursday we're back here at Skyline, back in a small gym, because the girls will be back in action in the big gym at 4:30. And then Friday night we'll put a button on the shortened season against Frederick at Frederick. We will have to see what the status of the JV game is. Typically the varsity and JVs in these schools practice together, so it would seem to fit that the JV at Centaurus is quarantined, but you just never know. Every school practices a little differently. And as that Centaurus game is a road game for the JV, no parents, you'll have to find the Centaurus stream through the Skyline activities page. Falcons turn it over out of the timeout. Greely West impressing on the offensive end. They're finding just about whatever look they want, and they've been very good shooting the basketball. Into the big guy. Another 3 off the iron. Controlled by Greely West. Falcons not hitting those boards. Going to pay at some point. Another offensive rebound for Greely. 23-16. Pretty sure a lot of the talk at halftime with these Skyline coaches are going to be about that offensive glass, and that defense in the paint has not been good. Logan Miller from deep, off the front of the iron and kicked out, and here comes Greely West on the attack again. Built that 1-point lead to 7 very quickly. Going to be offensive foul probably on 15 Calderon. Alexis Perez and Jackson Warner ready to check in for Skyline after this first free throw. First one's off the heel. Here come your subs. Logan Miller and Colin Wright will get a last minute off heading into halftime. Greely West makes a couple of swaps as well. Second one's also in and out. Calderon with a rebound. Falcons need a couple of buckets here. That's a nice pass by Gullickson attacking to Alexis Perez, who just checked in the ball game. 23-18, quick timeout from Greely West. Minute to go. Got a 10-minute halftime coming. We will pause but leave the clock running on the YouTube channel so you can see how much time's left in halftime. We'll be back a couple of minutes before the break ends. Try and venture to get some names to go with numbers for the Greely West squad that has played really well so far. Taking advantage of some defensive lapses by Skyline and making shots. Just went under a minute. 41 insert pass is a good pass, but we got to travel. Falcons will come back and try and cut into this lead. Gullickson sets up. Warner over to Perez, Perez to Gullickson. Gullickson's looking for the big guy. Allen gets a good look. Probably just needs to be aggressive and go to the hoop with that. He's too many moves. I can say that, that's my kid. So don't yell at me for being critical. Warner with a nice steal, get the layup and up and in. And the blocking foul for the and one. Be 23-20 with Warner at the line, 4.5 seconds left. Nice little rally by the Falcons, but I don't think it's going to take any of the starch out of the conversation at halftime defensively, especially in the paint. Warner with the miss on the free throw. Fouls on number 10, Caleb Allen. That big body moving pretty hard not to run people over, but that was definitely a foul. He was, well, call that a control foul, I guess, I would think. And Falcons dodge one right there at the end, I guess. 23-20 at the half. 10-minute halftime coming your way. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back in a few minutes to get that second half started. Thanks for joining us. All right, we are back and ready for that second half. 45 seconds left until the horn blows. Sorry, Greely West fans. I went down to capture the names of your players out of the scorebook, and all they wrote in were the numbers. So we're right back where we started from. Greely West does lead at halftime 23-20. Falcons had a spirited conversation, if you know what I mean, in the hallway at halftime. Simply put, we'll leave it at spirited, all referencing the defense, especially in the paint. Trying to get better. Like we said, a lot of these young men are going to be core of the varsity program. We got 3 guys playing a lot of minutes on the varsity squad. Zakai Smith, Caden Tapia really are the 2 that are getting the bulk of the minutes. Gullickson's picking up varsity minutes, and the rest of that roster for next year is going to come from this bunch right here. So they need to work and get together. Back out in that 2-3 zone for Skyline. See if that defensive intensity picks up. I'm going to tell you, the coaches were animated but fair at halftime. Like to see what this defense looks like, especially in the paint. Really deep 3. Long rebound. Allen to the basket. That's a nice lead pass. Falcons have cut it to 1. See what's it will remain Greely West ball. Number 50 check it out, 45 back in. Coach is clearly calling for some more aggressive defense from Skyline. One of the upsides and a downside of a relatively empty gym is you can hear everything that's going on from the coaches. Here's that patient Greely West offense again. Tell you what, Spartan's not afraid of that long 3. Logan Miller with an athletic rebound, turns around. That's going to be an over to back on Warner. First team foul on the Falcons in the second half. 6:16 to go, 23-22 ball game. Greely West shooting those 3s, and they're not shooting them from at the 3-point line. They're 1, 2, 3 feet behind that line and not shy about it. Hit a few early, been a little rough later. Warner with the steal, stolen back, and once again, Warner trying to steal it back, collects the foul. No, maybe he stepped on the end line. Gullickson will inbounds. Up top to 0. Allen trying to get a look there. Big fella just had a little more position on him, and that's probably one of those cases. Should have kicked it back out, but I know the coaches are trying to get him to be more aggressive in there. Another one of those really deep 3s. Offensive glass easy for Greely West again. Turnover leads to another easy bucket. We're going to have a Skyline timeout, I think, here. Nope. That's 4 quick, easy ones for Greely West. Miller kicks out to Calderon. Calderon with the floater. Rebound kicked out to Warner, over to Gullickson, and then to Miller, who's going to penetrate. Gets to the glass and the foul. Not a bad-looking offensive set for Skyline, but a little sloppy here and there. Logan Miller to the free throw line shooting 2. First one's short. Adrian Rubin, 0-0, checks in for Allen. Allen's got to replace that 1 on his uniform. Second shot by Miller's good, 27-23, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Falcons with the steal. Logan Miller quick to the glass. 27-25. Falcons continue to find themselves hanging around here. Staying in that 2-3 zone. Another quick hands by Warner. Going to get the reach in. Thought he was about to get the tie up, but he got the reach in instead. I think that'll be 3 on him. Greely West just went with double bigs. You got 45 and 40 both in there. Both work very well down in the post. 3-point balls off the glass, or off the back of the iron. Long rebound still controlled by Greely West. Here comes Logan Miller on the attack again. Working to the basket, and it drops. Tie ball game, 27s, 4 minutes to go. Like the aggressiveness from Logan Miller. He is finding a way to get to the rim and protecting the ball to get that shot up. Colin Wright set to check it back in for Skyline at the next whistle. 0-0, Rubin with the rebound. Gullickson on the attack. He's looking for some at the rim and blocked by Greely West. That's going to be an over the back foul. See if that's on Miller or on Calderon. It's on Calderon, 15. Alexis Perez, Allen, and Colin Wright, all 3 set to check back in. First one's up and in. Miller, Rubin, and Calderon come out. Wright, Perez, and Allen in. Got a timeout. 30-second timeout, hold Greely West. Falcons have managed to find a way to hang around this one in spite of some defensive struggles. .324 left in the third. Once again, once this one shuts down, we'll have a break to clear the gym, defog, sanitize, sweep, wipe everything down. And then we'll let those varsity guys in and let them get warmed up, and we'll tip off right about 7 o'clock here for that varsity matchup between a couple of hard-working teams that are looking for a win on a Friday night. Second one's also up and in, 29-27. Greely West goes to a little press, see what the Falcons do with this. Break it pretty easy. Warner with the 3. Rebound controlled by Greely West. Good hands by Allen on the deflection. Falcons push back. Wright looking for some help, finds it from Warner. Over to Perez in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Deflected on the rebound by Allen. Perez comes up with it, gets shot up in the air and fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. (29-27), under 3 in the third quarter. First one's up and in. Also up and in with the second one. We are tied at 29. Greely West got out to a 7 or 8 point lead early in the first quarter. Falcons have reeled them in and hung tough ever since. Working that steady 2-3 zone. Big man with some good defense. Stayed straight up. Gullickson with the rebound. And the floater up and in. Falcons take their first lead of the night, 31-29. Nice rebound by Gullickson. He will continue to look to attack, drops it off to Allen in the paint, but just kind of off the hands there. I think he thought Gullickson was going to go to the rim with that. You got to keep your eyes open. Kicked out, that'll be a 2. Long rebound control by Perez. Falcons come back looking to build on that lead. 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Allen looking for his position inside. Gets it up. Oh, just off the glass. That might have got his hand hit there. That's going to be a reach foul on number 2. I'm sorry, that's on 10, Allen. Logan Miller and Calderon check back in. Allen and Gullickson out. 1:10 minutes left in the third. Minute left in the third quarter. Got a good one here, folks. JV kids playing hard. Turnover, Greely West. Falcons will inbound with 51.2 left. Logan Miller controlling the point. Kicks off to Perez. Perez looking for the big fella Calderon. Nice, easy up and in. He's a young guy, but I tell you what, he's got great body control down low like that. And last week hit 2 or 3 3 balls. A lot to look forward there with that young man. Good defense by Miller. Going to be a reach in by Perez. Oh, that's on Calderon. Looked like Perez reaching in, but free throws off. Falcons on the attack. Miller draws the foul before he gets the shot up. Only the second personal foul, or team foul. Third team foul on Greely West in the third quarter. 7.9 seconds left. Falcons need to find a bucket here. Another foul. 6.7 left. Fouls on 31. Gullickson heading in for Colin Wright. He'll inbound. Miller with a nice cut to the basket. Gets the easy two. 35-31, 2 seconds left. Greely West will not get a shot off. That was a really solid quarter for the Falcons. Quite a bit better defense. 17 watching right now. See if Falcons can close it out here. Had a tough one, have enough offensive punch to get back in it. All right, in the chat we see Colin Wright's grandparents are down in Colorado Springs watching again. Tell you what, if we can find any one good thing out of all of this COVID, I think it's going to be that we've seen schools find a way to get these games online, which really wasn't something that was any kind of a thought process before COVID. Logan Miller right to the rack again. 37-31 Skyline. We are going to be working to see if we can't find a way to, even post-COVID, find a way to do something with these games to, on a continuing basis. Deep three, not in for Greely West. They hit 2 or 3 of those pretty early in the game, but been kind of dry for them here lately. Calderon with a nice inset pass. Out, Falcons got the ball moving to see what they can do here. Gullickson on the attack, out to Calderon, back to Gullickson. Falcons being patient. Calderon had a chance for a second there. Goes with that nice soft touch with that right hand. That's a nice looking bucket there. That's a shooter's touch right there. That ball very soft on the rim. Nice block by Calderon, controls the block, and here come the Falcons. Watch, Miller's goes to the rack, draws the foul. There's another young man that's gonna be a big part of the picture next year. Allen in for Calderon. Clearly trying to get the big fella back in basketball mode. Varsity has not a lot of minutes up there, so he's been sitting. Trying to get him back in the flow of things. Logan Miller will take a break after a really nice stretch. Colin Wright checks in for him. That's a deflection by 10 Allen. Wright wrapped up after possession. Looks like foul will go on 45. That's the 6th team foul for Greely West in the second half, so we're right on the cusp of the bonus. Just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons up 8, 39-31. Allen stripped. Deep three ball off the glass and controlled by Jackson Warner. Falcons head back the other way. Fouls on number 2. That'll be the 7th team foul, should be 1 and 1. Calderon checks in for Gullickson. Nope, for Alexis Perez. Gullickson stays on the floor with Colin Wright and Jackson Warner. Those will be your first free throw's good. Warner will shoot another one. Falcons turned frustrating first half into a 9-point lead with 5.5 minutes to go, and now 10 in the fourth quarter. Appears like the halftime message was delivered and received. Falcons up 10. Into the big guy for Greely West, but he travels on his way to the basket. 5:14 to go, Falcons up 10. Greely West will head to that press. Falcons break it pretty easily, but turn the ball over on the other end. It's a hustle play by Warner, probably his 4th, I'm guessing. I believe that's his 4th. Logan Miller's up off the bench in a hurry, so I would venture to guess that that's correct. We're working from up top above the scorer's table, but only 2 of us up here, so I don't have a statistician, so we're trying to keep track of what's going on. First free throw for number 40 is good. Warner out. Logan Miller back in. Greely West, 1 more free throw. Second free throw is also good. Substitution, Greely West. 45 out. Almost turned us over on the press, but Gullickson fakes the dish to Allen, but lays it up and in. 43-33. Falcons up 10. See if they can dig in on defense. Deep 3 again. That one drops for number 31, followed by the timeout. 43-36. Falcons up 7. 4:43 to go. Timeout, Greely West. About 25 fans in the building today for the JV game. Nice to see some parents and others in the stands. Wrestling teams out of the gym today, getting some work done. They've got a quad tomorrow. 3 or 4. Falcons heading to conference finals. Conferences. Falcons scrambling, trying to take advantage of this defense. 3 seconds on Skyline. Looking forward to watching this Greely West varsity team. They've got Colton Gillingham leading the entire Northern 5A, 4A league in scoring for the year at 23 points a ball game. Looking forward to seeing that young man go after it. Greely West turns the ball over out of bounds, but they stay in a press on Skyline. Got Logan Miller trapped in the corner, but he works out of it. Four minutes to go. Gullickson straight to the rim, off the glass. Nice job. 45-36. Falcons up 9. Just under 4 minutes to go. He was aggressive to the glass, and the layup drops. 47-36. Corner three ball off the iron, no good. Controlled by Calderon, fouled in the process by number 31. That'll be the 8th team foul. Falcons will head to the other end for a 1-and-1 situation for Calderon. Mass substitutions for both squads. For Skyline, we're going to have Chuck Harris heading in. Looks like Jerry's coming in, Jerry Nielsen. See who else we got. Calderon will be at the line shooting 1-and-1. So you got Chuck Harris in, Jerry Nelson, Warner, Calderon, Gullickson. Off the iron and out. Deflected by Harris on a hustle play, but controlled by Greely West coming back the other way. Falcons have played almost exclusively, in fact, exclusively 2-3 zone today. .245 left, Falcons up 11. Reach-in foul on Gullickson. That's the Falcons' 6th team foul, 7th team foul, so we're in the bonus on both sides now. Appreciate everybody that's following along on the YouTube channel. We'll close this chapter out after the game. Rejoin about 5-6 minutes before with the lineups and all that. The feed will be up far before that, but we'll rejoin with starting lineups and other goodies about 5-6 minutes before tip-off from the birdcage. Jared Nilsson at the line. Shooting one-on-one. First one's no good. Greely West controls the rebound. Attacking the basket. Fouls on 13, Chuck Harris. Number 11 at the line shooting 1-and-1. Oh, shooting 2, active shooting. Falcons with 18 fouls, Greely West with 9. So next foul by Greely West, Skyline will be in the double bonus. Second one's up and in, cuts the lead to 10. Greely West pulls out of that press. Gullickson controlling for Skyline. Gullickson over to Warner, Warner to Calderon, Calderon back to Warner, swings across to Jer, Calderon from the corner, off the back of the iron. We're going to have a reach-in foul on Skyline. Let's see who they call that on. Foul's on one Warner. I think that's 5 on him. Nope, 4. No good. Gullickson goes to chase it down, but Greely West guy kicked it off his foot. Falcons working the ball around, minute 52 to go. In control, up 10. Calderon back out to Gullickson. See if the Falcons can be patient, play with the lead here and run some clock. Stripped but deflected out of bounds. Skyline maintains possession. Falcons doing a good job keeping the ball moving. Nothing but a wide open look at this point. Minute 13 left. Warner's in trouble. See if somebody will come helping him. That's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will go to... Oh, Falcons got a timeout called before the tie-up was called. Minute and 8 seconds left. This will be the last JV game we call with play-by-play from the big gym. All the other games, the Mountain Vista game will be in the small gym and on the secondary Skyline feed. Those will all post next week on the Skyline activities page or the Skyline High School website. Girls will be back in action starting next Tuesday against Centaurus. That will probably, I would think, be a standalone game or move to a 7 o'clock game since the boys are in COVID over there or quarantine. Not sure what the cause of that is, but they've lost multiple games to COVID protocols in this stretch. Ball knocked away from behind for Calderon. Harris tries to control. Knocked out of bounds off of Holy Family, number 44. 57.8 seconds left. Falcons will trigger it in with Jackson Warner. Falcons up 10. Nice second half by the Falcons. They had a very difficult defensive first half. They were down 23-20, so they've actually given up more points here in the second half, but it just felt better. 14 points, sorry, second half, so much better defensive effort from the Falcons. 27 points for the Falcons in the second half, so they've kind of righted the ship a little bit here. And he's replacing Brett Calderon, so those of you in the chat that have been calling his name, Patrick's been getting some shout outs on the chat on the YouTube channel, and he's in the ball game. Lane violation on Greely West. Rogan will inbounds. Out to Warner. Falcons coming back. Gullickson heading to the rim. Nice inbounds to Harris, who lays it up and in. 49-38. Falcons, 35 seconds to go. couple of these young Falcons will rebound and get a breath. Gullickson and Allen will be dressed for the varsity squad. Falcon parents get 4 tickets apiece for tonight's game since we're playing an out-of-district team. Sounds like there might be some tickets available for the varsity game at Roosevelt next Tuesday. Haven't heard for sure on that, but that's a different school district, and I believe they're allowing visiting parents to come to the game, but we'll have to wait for details from Skyline athletic staff about that. Falcons wrap this one up 49-40. Teams will head to their respective corners of the world, and we'll get the gym disinfected and back and see you 10-7. Stream will be up earlier than that, but we'll start chatting with you, starting lineups, etc., probably about 5 or 6 minutes before 7. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in a little bit.